Hi, I'm Mr. 96, and do you like putting me through hell, Miss Cabello? Must you stick around to torture me through your continued chart success along with your vicious and possessed cult following? I'm sure you've all heard the news that Camila Cabello is leaving Fifth Harmony and going solo now. And you're probably asking, is this a good move? Well, there's two ways to look at it. On one hand, this allows Fifth Harmony to work together as a group. Sometimes, losing the face of the band can actually lead to more group-centric music. On the other hand, losing the star of the group can severely affect your image. As someone who typically doesn't like Camila singing, you can't deny that her voice is definitely distinct. And without her, I'm not sure the group has that unique flavor to separate themselves from the pack. Plus, they still haven't answered their biggest question. Can you still be called Fifth Harmony with only 4 members? My answer is, sure, why not? It's not like their name was ever truthful to begin with. If they really wanted to rebrand, they might as well call themselves Fourth Melody. Also, as long as Lauren's still in the group, I think they'll be fine. As for Camila, I don't know if she has a personality worth devoting an entire album towards. As far as I can tell, she seems to be going for a soft and sexy but dangerous and angsty vibe, like she's trying to combine Dangerous Woman with Anti. Whatever it is, she got a top 10 hit out of it. So maybe there's more to her than I realize. By the way, I've seen other YouTubers mispronounce her name a lot, so let me clear this up. It's not Camila Cabello or Camila Cabello, it's Camila Cabello. 1 L, 2 L's, she's Hispanic, it's not hard. And harmonizers say I hate her. Come on, Camila, show me your top 10 talent. Oh, Canon and D by Papa Bell. Gee, I don't think I've heard that before. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Even by pop standards, this is cliche. But hey, I'll give it this. It's not traumatizingly horrid like that vitamin C shit, so there's still some hope.
Am I out of my head? Am I out of my mind? If you only knew the bad things I like, don't think that I can't explain it. What can I say? It's complicated.
Wow, Camila. We haven't even gotten to the first verse and you already screw up. Okay, first off, why did you add a tacky reverb effect to the word mind?
Am I out of my head? Am I out of my mind?
Did you have to make it known that you are out of your mind? For my second point, let's take this board meeting to the BBB, the board for the board. The song is played in D major, obviously, but Camila sings the word bad with an off-key C natural pitch.
If you only knew the bad things I like.
You could argue she's trying to give the song a twist or edge, but I don't think that's the case. In the second half of the chorus, Camila instead sings the word bad with an appropriate C sharp.
No matter what you say, don't matter what you do, I only wanna do bad things to you.
So what was the point of that flat note? My only guess is because Out of My Head by Fastball, the song that was sampled, also happens to use that off-key note. But here's the thing. That song is an old-school sounding rock song, so that note becomes more distracting when you try to give it a pop, melodic, and romantic sound. And that leads us to another problem. I can't buy this song as some mixed representation of Romeo and Juliet and Bonnie and Clyde. The performance lacks any romantic atmosphere, and her vocal limitations don't allow her to be subtle.
The way we laugh is so unique, and when we touch, I'm shivering.
Oh, I like the way you touch my body. Oh, and speaking of a lack of romance, who did they get to be her partner?
Nothing's that bad if it feels good, so you come back like I knew you would.
MGK? Why? How did you go from doing this?
Didn't think I rap, bitch, I flow like boom boom bap. Bitch, I come from, but you never move that. Look into my room, get a view, look at my past, goddamn.
To doing this?
You're my pretty little fiction, and I'm that voice inside your head that keeps telling you to listen to all the bad things I say.
Said. All the bad things I said. Was it that hard? And I know you're probably thinking, Mr. 96, that can't work. Said is in the past tense. Well, that's an easy fix. Change it to the present perfect tense, and you get, you're my pretty little vixen, and I'm that voice inside your head that keeps telling you to listen to all the bad things I've said. And that's a skill I like to call proofreading. But wait, Mr. 96, he clearly says said at the end of the verse, so doesn't that count? No. In the previous verse, he uses a similar line to transition into the pre-chorus, and that line had nothing to do with the rhyme scheme. In other words, your argument is invalid. Seriously, this is just lazy. The lyrics are uninspired, and I don't understand how we're supposed to believe that this guy is supposed to be lovers with...
I like it a little rough, not too much, but maybe just enough.
I mean, guys, can you really imagine Camila Cabello doing bad things to MGK? I can hardly imagine the guy buying her a drink. Because he can't. Because she's not even old enough to drink. Seriously, Ty Dolla $ign has more chemistry with her. Because at least with him, I can somehow see them becoming the world's next Avril and Chad. Camila and MGK are such a musical mismatch. I have a better shot at sharing a hot dog on a lunch date with Sarah Jean Underwood than these two do at getting their freak on. Actually, when I look back at it, there's one part I find completely credible.
Okay, yeah, I'm insane, but you the same.
And I buy that 100%. Okay, I've piled on this song enough. Is there anything good about it? Well, as far as Pachelbel sounding songs go, it's at least tolerable. It's got a passable guitar, and when it comes to rap verses, there's much worse out there. From a Hot 100 perspective, this is like the contemporary alternative to Black Beatles. Same subdued music, same lack of lyrical effort, and where Black Beatles is aimed for the teenage crowd, Bad Things is aimed for basically everyone else. Overall, I give the song a 4 out of 10. The song offers nothing new or interesting to the table. It lacks any sort of edge, and the performances don't add any flavor to the classic tunes it uses. It's not horrible, but it mostly just exists to exist. If you add no flavor or color to your product is just going to look like this. Bland and unrevised. By the way, I expect a huge thank you in the comments since I had to rearrange this entire room just to get the red background again. You're welcome. My top 5 guilty pleasures of 2016 are coming up next, so to my fellow 96ers, see you then. Pop songs may come in numbers, but there's only one 96.